Let's break this Intel B580. We're going to be hydro dipping this bad boy, so we got to rip this thing apart, and we're going to try to put a graphic on it so it doesn't look so plain. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because we've only done one hydro dip since we started the series. I've done quite a few paint jobs when it comes to GPUs, but I've never actually hydro dipped one, so today is the first. We're just taking apart the Intel Arc, and we're probably going to leave this area alone because that's where the light shines through, so we're just going to leave that part blank. We might revisit that depending on how this thing turns out. So whenever you're taking apart a GPU, I highly recommend doing a video or a diagram that you have on a piece of paper so you know exactly where the screws go. I'm pretty used to this by now, so I don't really need to do that, but I always have the video to refer back to. Once you get down to the PCB, before you break it apart from the thermal paste, make sure you remove all the RGB and fan headers because you don't want to rip one of those cables. That's a whole solder job that you don't want to deal with. Also be careful of the thermal pads. In this case, we have a thermal putty, which we're going to have to replace on some of these. You can see the rips and tears at the very top of the heatsink, so we're going to have to replace that, but everything else went swimmingly. We took the fans off because we're not going to hydro dip those. I think it's going to look better if we just focus on the actual frame of the GPU. Now we're just going to clean everything off with some isopropyl alcohol and get ready because we're hydro dipping as we speak. So if you're watching this now, stay tuned for the series. We are going to do that dip right now.